I'm so excited to make this video because honestly, in the past year, this has probably been the most highly requested video topic. Today, I'll be sitting down and going through my superfood haul, which ultimately has pretty much turned into a Tropeaka haul because all of my superfood powders are from Tropeaka. I have a lot to get through. Let's just jump straight into the video. I think it was like 2 years ago, I created an Instagram because I was going through a health change. So at that time, I had really bad hormonal acne. I had just gotten into the gym. There is seriously so much to talk about. I need to like condense this in my head. But at that point in time when I started my Instagram, I was still having whey protein. So whey protein is from a cow, so it's dairy. And I couldn't really understand why I was still feeling sick. Turns out I'm dairy intolerant. At that time, I was looking for a good pea protein or just like a good vegan protein in general. If you guys have tried whey protein, you'll know that it's really creamy. It just tastes like a milkshake. And I couldn't find a vegan protein that stood up to that level and was actually nice and didn't taste like dirt. I randomly found Tropeaka on Instagram. They were like a super startup company. So I was like, well, I have nothing to lose. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I'm pretty sure I have like a vlog on it where I try it for the first time. I loved it. Finally, I found a good protein that agrees with my body and doesn't taste like dirt. Yeah, I seriously use them every single day and I wouldn't tell you guys about it if I didn't love these powders. So everything here is super natural and that is why I love it. Probably the product that you are most interested about, and that is protein. On the back, it says what they're good for, their benefits, and also the nutritional breakdown and the ingredients. And also really exciting, when I thought about creating this video, I called Tropeaka and told them, I was like, let's do a sit down chat and then we can like do something fun for you guys at the end. So at the end of the video, I do have a huge giveaway that is going to go to 3 different people, so stay tuned for that. I just love competitions and I love giving you guys presents, so when Tropeaka was keen to like do this giveaway, I was like, yes. Anyway, the pump protein comes in choc and vanilla, and even though it's called pump protein, don't think that you're gonna get like a huge pump from it. There is the lean protein and the pump proteins. This isn't to say that this is for like bulking and the lean protein is for leaning out. It just has a little bit of different ingredients and I find one easier to digest than the other. Pump protein is really nice. It's really nice and creamy. I would probably use this just post-workout or for breakfast. All right, next up is lean protein, and this is my favorite product of their entire range. Choc lean protein and the vanilla lean protein. Super similar to the pump protein in taste, but the ingredients are different. So this has a lot more ingredients and I find it so much easier to digest, a lot more creamy. If you are a little bit scared of vegan proteins and you're transitioning from whey, I would go to lean protein because it's the smoothest, creamiest vegan protein powder I've ever found. And a lot of people were asking if it's gluten-free and dairy-free. Yes, everything in their range is gluten-free and dairy-free. So this protein is really good for rebuilding your muscles. So if you've just had a really intense workout, your muscles are going to be fatigued and broken down from the workout. I use this pretty much every single day. Okay, next up, let's go to my greens powders. I'm always getting questions about what one to get and what one I like better. This is the Ultra Cleanse and this is the Alkaline Greens. P.S. Can we just take a moment to appreciate my nails? I literally picked this color because I knew I was going to do a Tropeaka haul. These are like Tropeaka colors and I just wanted to be festive like that. Ultra Cleanse is really good at detoxifying the body and I use this more, I don't really want to say the word medicinally, but if I feel really bloated, I just don't feel healthy all around, and if I feel like I want to give my body a little detox and cleanse, hence the name, this is my go-to. You only need a little bit, and my favorite things in this is the bentonite healing clay and the spirulina. If you're a person who doesn't like vegetables, greens, or salads, I highly recommend getting a really good quality greens powder. If you struggle with bloating or just feeling toxic or feeling like you hold on to water, good for water retention. And then the alkaline greens, I went through a phase where I had this every single day. I think I've like overdone it a little bit, so I haven't had it in a while. And if you're a person who is really picky on taste and you hate the taste of green powders, like you think it tastes like grass, get this one because it's really sweet. I'm pretty sure, does it have pineapple in it? Because it tastes like pineapple. Yeah, it has pineapple. So for me, this is good for every day, and especially in winter, it is infused with vitamin D. So with natural vitamin D. So if you don't get a lot of sun, while you can use this every single day, I probably wouldn't. I just use it like once a week. Next up, let's get into the berry fun. Acai berry powder, goji berry powder, immunity powder. To be honest, I don't really use the goji berry powder very much. I know it's really high in antioxidants and it's really good and all that stuff. I honestly just use it for the color when I'm cooking. It's really high high in vitamin C, vitamin A, zinc, and iron. If that's something that you struggle with, maybe give the goji berry powder a go, but I'm just gonna be honest, I don't really use it. I used to use the immunity powder loads. I love this. It tastes really, really yummy. It just sort of tastes like a mixed berry drink, all about boosting your immunity, so full of vitamin C, antioxidants. This one I sort of use like the Ultra Cleanse. I kind of forget about it, and then when I feel like I'm coming down with a cold or if I feel like a scratchy throat, I'll put this in my smoothies. And then acai berry powder. This is like my best example of me going through phases. I went through a phase where I was obsessed with acai berry powders, and then I was over it. I didn't have it for a few months, and then when I found out about my cervix, so I have cervical dysplasia, which means I have abnormal cells on my cervix, blah, blah, blah. If you have been following my recent vlogs, you know the deal. But basically, right now, I need to increase my immunity and my antioxidants. So I'm using acai berry powder pretty much every single day. I just love the color. Like, this is such a deep purple color. So if you put a little bit in it, your whole smoothie is this beautiful, bright purple. I eat with my eyes as much as I do my taste buds. So I love when I have like a beautiful, bright smoothie to drink. It just like makes me really happy. I used to never be a fan of this, and now I love it. I honestly don't know what happened. I used to hate the matcha green tea flavor. Like when I went to Japan, everything is matcha tea flavor, and I was like, ew, I didn't want any of it. And now, of course, when I'm like home from Japan, I want all of it. So I love that. Same thing, it's just really high in antioxidants, good for well-being, chlorophyll, and good at cleansing the body. Okay, camu powder. This is not a necessity, and don't buy this for the taste because it doesn't taste good. To me, it's definitely a medicinal kind of product, and I only use it when I need it. This is super, super high in vitamin C. If you feel like you're coming down with a cold, I put a tiny, tiny bit of this in my smoothies because it's a really strong flavor. Oh, it just like went up in my nose. But if you are going to use it, I would use it with like a strong fruit like a pineapple or a banana in a smoothie, and then you can't taste it at all. Boost. This does fall under the category of protein powders. This is one of my favorites. It's probably like lean vanilla protein is up the top, and then Boost powder. I guess to me, the lean protein in vanilla is just protein, but this is more like a crazy combo. So the first ingredient is pea protein, so obviously a protein, but then it goes on to have maca, cacao powder, a superfood protein powder. So sometimes I'll use this one if I can't be bothered to use the vanilla protein and add everything else in. However, this one does have cacao powder in it, so only use this if you're going for like a salted caramel or cacao kind of smoothie. I'll link it in the description box below. I did a smoothie bowl recipe video and this was featured in it, and oh, it was so good. Maca powder, really good at balancing out the hormones. Coconut water powder, and I honestly just use this as a sweetener pretty much, but it's really good at boosting the electrolytes in your body. One important thing to know about the coconut water powder specifically is do not try to mix this with a spoon, like with water, because it's probably not going to work. Whenever I do that, it just sort of calcifies into a ball. So I would recommend blending this or like blitzing it in a NutriBullet, and this just tastes the best. It's sort of like a honeycomb flavor, and a lot of people say they don't like it, but I think, yeah, maybe you don't like it, or you might be adding a little bit too much. So I use like half a teaspoon spirulina and cacao. This is like almost empty, and I tried to keep this one fresh, but like we go through cacao powder in this house like crazy. It's so rich, deluxe, and smooth and creamy. You know how some cacao powder, it just tastes really grainy and like floury? I hate that. So this is like, I don't know, it's just really deep, dark, and you only need a little bit. So I love this one. Spirulina, I've mentioned this in like a previous vlog. I have a love-hate relationship with this. I love the benefits that it gives my body, and I know it's so good for me. It's really good at cleansing. What does the back say here? It says it's good for iron and normal immune system, actually an algae, but in saying that, it fully tastes like an algae. So just start small. So start with like half a teaspoon, and the same rule that I mentioned with the camu powder, try to match it with like a strong fruit like a banana, because you're only really going to have this for the nutritional benefits, like not for the flavor. Okay, I'm very grumpy right now because I filmed the whole Q&A section of this video, and then I must have deleted the clip or something because I was just at the airport in Byron editing this video, and then I was like, where is my ending clip? The joys of being a YouTuber and losing footage. It's so annoying. Okay, so this is just going to be a quick little Q&A section of the video because I just want to answer questions that you guys obviously want to know, and then I'll tell you the giveaway details and how you can win one of the huge prizes. What is your favorite product? Lean vanilla protein. If you were going to pick 2 products out of the whole range, what would it be? I would say obviously the lean vanilla protein and then a greens powder, because I feel like they're both very different and they're both really important for the body. So I would say lean vanilla protein and then ultra cleanse. Best one to help fill you up so you don't snack all day, or it's good for breakfast. Probably the pump protein or the boost protein, because the boost, like I said before, it's packed full of loads of different superfoods within that one product, so I'd probably go for the boost. Do any of them help to balance out energy levels? Which ones? I would definitely say again the boost powder, maca and coconut water powder. They're my favorites. What is your favorite product for post-workout or pre-workout? Okay, for post-workout I obviously like a protein. Usually, like I said, shocker, I use the vanilla lean protein, but you can pretty much use any protein powder from there that you want. And for pre-workout, to be honest, if you are just going to have it before you train, probably use coconut water powder, even the immunity powder, because it's really nice, fresh and zesty, and it's just going to give you a nice little boost of energy. But for me personally, I like to have a meal around 2 hours before I train. So sometimes that will be a really dense, heavy protein smoothie. Oh, and one thing I should also mention is I don't really use the protein powder just with water. I'll always use it with a little recipe combination. So usually before I train, I will have a big protein smoothie, like if I'm gonna have a smoothie, which will have like a banana, boost protein, coconut water powder, coconut, vanilla bean powder, ice and water. So I just prefer to have a meal rather than just like a scoop of a powder and water. That's just me personally. I feel like I've covered a lot of these in the video, so that's good. Do you always add one of the proteins to your smoothies? I worry about having too much protein. Is this a concern? For me, like I said, my smoothies are usually a meal or they're like a decent snack in between. So I do always add a protein source to my smoothies. Sometimes I'll use like the ultra cleanse with a little bit of water and I have it like a green shot. But if I make a smoothie, I always put a source of protein in there just because it helps fill me up for longer. And I don't have that much protein in the day, really. Like for breakfast, sometimes I might just have like a fruit salad and some nuts. There's not really much protein in that. And then for that snack that day, I might have a protein smoothie. So I don't really eat loads of protein. I just listen to my body. I eat loads of vegetables, fruit, nuts, seeds, lean meats, eggs, protein powders, things like that. So yeah, I don't really eat a super high protein diet at all. One last question. Ooh, I like this one. What is your favorite recipe with the Tropeaka powders? Okay, I am gonna bring it back again and say that salted caramel smoothie bowl that I made in my smoothie bowl video, I'll link it below, is literally the best recipe I've ever made for anything. Like it was so simple and it tasted like proper caramel ice cream. It was insane. But anyway, let's get on to the most exciting part of this video, which is the giveaway. But I need some tea first, and I feel like I'm gonna knock this off. Whoa, okay, so this prize pack that each person will get is worth $240.70. So it includes lean vanilla protein, lean choc protein, maca, alkaline greens, acai, coconut water powder, ultra cleanse, cacao, a pack of straws, a coconut bowl, and the tropical ebony spoon, which is like the coconut bowl spoon. To win the pack, all you have to do is repost this photo here, which I posted on my Instagram, like literally just screenshot it and repost it. Obviously be following me, sarahsday and Tropeaka, tag both of us, and then in the caption, it's your time to get creative, because I'm all about creativity and I want you guys to tell me what one product you are most excited to try and why. Like you can be super funny and creative in your caption. So I'm gonna give you guys 2 weeks to enter this competition. I feel like that's a good amount of time. Anything longer, it's like we forget about it. So on the 8th of March, I will be announcing the winner. Get in now, get screenshotting, tag Tropeaka, tag me, get captioning, and I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with. But anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just wanted to try to tackle as many questions as I could because I get asked about Tropeaka products so much, so I'd rather just sit down and smash out one huge video about the one topic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and make sure to subscribe because I upload new videos every 3 days. Sorry this one's late. Like I said, YouTube problems. It won't happen again anytime soon. I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be my Byron vlog, so get very excited about that. I'm gonna go finish my tea, edit this vlog, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!